Albert,
I bought that on Sunday last week.
are you shitting me?
No, because my metal suit was so
Get
big
off
on
of
me.
my live stream.
I was like,
You
I can't.
sicken me.
I was
Oh
like,
my God.
I can't. I was in that metal suit and I was like, there's nothing happening
I
here.
can't.
So
The
I
metal suit,
messaged the
no.
guy and was
No
like,
disrespect to metal, but
yeah, I said to well, it's just the wrong size. I've lost a
they're
lot
not
of
made
weight
for
and
women.
it doesn't
I don't
fit
care.
me.
They're not made for women.
And they're just so big and baggy.
Yeah.
Whereas that Hull's strongest one, you can pull it tight.
I'm gonna have to before you go. I want to actually come over
Yeah,
and
yeah.
examine
Well,
it.
you can even try mine. Oh, no.
I don't think I'm gonna fit into Rebecca.
You will.
I
Well, the
won't.
same size legs. My legs are bigger than your
Yeah, but
legs.
I got a gut on me. You haven't.
I'm coming into opens. I need to grow them legs, girl.
anyway. No, so you're feeling good anyway for the last 3 events?
Feeling good, yeah. I'm going to go and
Two
pick up that
events, really?
natural stone in a minute and see if I can
I was
pick
actually
it off
saying
the
about
floor.
this. I said sometimes people overthink it, and I said I think Becca is going to be the one who's just going to go.
I'm just going to rag it off the floor, mate.
You're going to just ugly it up. It's going to be
Just gonna
fine.
rag it off the
and
floor.
that's the only thing you can do with that.
100%.
Get a little feel, pop her up.
Yeah, 100%. Be sound.
Fantastic.
Nice one.
Excellent.
Nice to talk to you.
Drop him in.
I'll let
Thanks, Bex.
Stephen
We'll
back on
talk to you again.
scare everybody. There you go, pally.
Okay.
Are you leaving us, Kayla? That's fine. We can. We'll be much better now that Kayla's going to there. Like.
It's manual entry.
For the natural stone lifting, girls will be up first. So the girls have got two options, the guys have only got one option here. Okay, so the girls, as Aisha said earlier, got these McGovern stones as we're calling them. Mark McGovern had dug them out of somewhere last year. So there's a heavier option and a lighter option, and similar to the deadlift earlier on, one rep at the heavier option or one pickup of the heavier option beats anything that you do on the lighter option. So with that in mind, the guys have got decisions to make, okay? So this is also scored similar to the Arnold's, where you get wind under the stone, they call it, which basically means you break the floor and you get 1 point. If you manage to get the stone onto your lap, then you get 10 points. If you stand up with a stone on your chest, then and lock it out, then you get 100 points. Okay, so for example, if I was to go and get it to my chest twice, I would get 200 points for that, and then the last one maybe only get to my lap, then I would get an extra 10, then I would have 210 points overall. If somebody then went up after me and got it to their chest 3 times, you would have 300 points overall, and then at the end it's scored on who has the most points. So you can play it tactical. If you've only got 5 seconds to go or whatever, you could maybe just get some wind under the stone, get it off the floor, and then from there get an extra point. And that, even though that's only 1 point, that could be the difference between you and somebody else. So I'm hoping that the guys will have taken that into consideration. Some of the more seasoned competitors, I'm sure, will have taken it into consideration, and they'll keep going all the way to the last second, keep working all the way to the last second to get every last point that they can. Just getting set up here and ready to go. We'll have the running order for the women in a wee second. So the running order goes based on the last event. So if you win an event, then you go last on the next event, which is good because then you get to see what everybody else has done, and then you get the chance to either take it easier, you might just get an extra rep or get an extra point in this case, or you might know that you need to go all out, or you might know actually I'm not going to get first place in this, but I can take a tactical second, save myself some energy for the later events. So event 4 coming up first we will have the women. I believe that Sorka will be up first. No, Johanna will be up first, then it will be Sorka. It'll be one at a time here. So Johanna will be up first, then it'll be Sorka, then we'll have Tirza, after that we'll have Danielle, and then Jade, Molly and Becca. Remember, the girls will have 2 options on the stone, and even getting wind underneath the heavier stone gets you more than anything that you'll do on the lighter stone. So it makes sense for everybody to try and at least get some air between the stone and the ground. Then we'll be on to the men after that. The men obviously don't have the luxury of having a heavier and a lighter option. So for some of these smaller guys, they'll be hoping that they can get that heavier stone off the ground. The order for that, we'll have Ben will be up first. He'll be followed by Liam. Then we'll have Connor Kenny. After that, we will have Sean. No, we want him lying. After that, we'll have Killian. After Killian, we'll have Jer. Then we'll have Jack. After that, we'll have Sean. And then we will have Alexi and Rory, I believe, and then finishing off with Blaine, who won the previous event. Stones are in place. Looks like we are just about ready to go for the women. So Johanna Lamb will be up first for the women.
First up, we'll have Joanna, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, Joanna's up first. 60-second time limit here for Johanna.
There'll be 1 point if Joanna can lift it off the floor. 10 points if she can break it to her lap, and 100 points if she can bring it to her chin.
Okay, Matty Costello going to referee this one. Quite a difficult thing to ref, so he's given the refs a wee rest, and he's going to step in to do that. Johanna's onto the lap. It's a minimum of 10 points. Don't think she got a down command on the top there. Yep, so that's 100 points on the board for Joanna. She's got loads of time left to keep going there. She's back onto the lap. She doesn't seem to have any problems getting that stone onto the lap here. She's just trying to reposition that into a better position for her to try and get it stood up on the chest so that she can get a quick down command from Matty.
So this is the lighter stone? This is
No, I think it's a heavier one. I've got that. The one closest to us is the guy's stone, I believe.
Oh, so they've gone to 1 stone only?
No, I think that.
No, she's taking the lighter stone. So this
Right,
one
right.
is 82 kilos.
Yep.
Is she going to get its chest? Again, we're talking about a natural stone here, which is
it's a good
very
rep
different.
there. I think that's 3 reps, 300 points. Yeah, you're right, that was a lighter stone that she got. I thought
So
the stone closest to us was the men's stone, but the men's
No,
stone's
it's
at
in the
back
background,
there.
yeah. They're 2 different, you see the different colour
Yep.
of the stone as well.
So she'll get 300 points there, but she'll get 300 points on the light option, which means if somebody can get wind underneath the heavier stone,
Exactly.
then they'll automatically get ahead of Johanna. And Sorka's up next,
Now
and she
Sorka-
looks like she's going to have a go at the heavier stone.
Circa has had a feel of this before. She was the first one of the women to actually have a go at it.
Set yourself.
We were when we had it in the gym.
1, go.
So she has a little bit of a feel for it already.
Excellent. Excellent again.
And she's on wind under it. Beautiful.
So
1 point. Yeah, you know, it's fine. Let's get behind her, guys.
going again. She's just going for the pickups here. I think that's clever. I think she's seen
Yeah.
Johanna. Johanna get 3 reps, but at the lighter stone. So just by getting wind underneath that,
Is she going to get it?
she
Oh,
gets-
she's just slipping.
gets herself a point, but gets herself ahead of Johanna.
Is she going to go again? Again, it's an awkward one.
Yep, it's just getting that in that right position.
Now there is what we call like a bit of a handle, but it's just trying to find it and making sure you
Yep.
get that balance of the stone
Yep.
because it's a big awkward shape.
Let's get behind her, guys. Come on.
And she's going to go again. Is she? Can she get it? Can she get it? No, it's
I
just
think
rolling
the
on
right
her.
hand's just, yep.
Yeah. It's
Just couldn't
so
get a right
intense
hand
on the
underneath it.
hamstrings
Yep.
as well. So between grip and getting the hamstrings in.
But Sorka will overtake Johanna there.
And we've got Tirza now coming out. Tirza Foster.
Oh my God. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
And she's going for the heavier
So,
stone.
yep.
So this stone's 115 kilos. We got it weighed.
If she gets wind in underneath the stone, she'll
Now
tie with
Tirza is
Sorka.
actually pretty good at Atlas stones. One of the first competitions I seen her at, she flew with the Atlas stones, but again, it's a different.
Yeah, very different. Like, she looks like she's built for Atlas stones with the long levers, but not necessarily always the best
for these. Oh, is she gonna? No, again, it's that weight balance and finding where the balance is for you.
You're taking that risk. You go for that heavier stone and you get 1 rep, then you're good.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you've wasted a lot of time, and then you need to go back in.
Yes, and she's found it.
Yeah.
Good woman. That's all she wanted. She's calling it quits on one list.
Ties her with Sorka and also puts her ahead of Johanna. So some points on the board there.
Excellent. And now Danielle Groom up again. Mayo woman, Killian's sister. She hasn't had a feel of this stone. She was the other stone we were looking to bring into comp. She was able to clean, but we'll see how she gets on with this one. She's working her way around that stone now. Difficult. She's got a grip on it. Oh, and she's just bit of a slip there. There she has it. Excellent. Good. Well, massive points there now for her. Everyone, the whole crowd encouraging her to go again. Like she's a good wingspan for this as well. Like, so, let's go. Come on, Danielle. No, is she going to call it quits there? 20 seconds left.
So she's got one point on the board here, which will be tied with both Sorka and Tirza.
Yep.
So a lot of shared points here. So if somebody can come up and even get 2 pickups of that heavier stone, then you're looking at good points on the board.
Well, Jade's up next, and I know that she basically chested that stone after 5 or 6 attempts of not getting it up off the floor. Suddenly found the right balance for her. So be interesting to see what she does.
We'll be looking at going for an event win here.
Here she goes, easy up to the lap.
Up to the lap.
Up, and up to, and she chinned the stone.
Yep.
Good woman.
Good rep there for Jade, and she's still got loads of time left. She goes in and gets this again.
Massive points.
Yep.
And she's going to go again.
Again. Nah, just couldn't get it over the knees there.
1 millimetre out of the way, it would seem. It's difficult, but it's also gassing.
But she did get some air under that there, so I think that she'll get...
She's got air twice under it, so however he's scoring this one. Come on, Jade. Yes, that's it. Good girl. Come on.
Yeah, she's on to the lap.
Up to the knees. Up to the knees. Get it in tight. There we go. Come on, Jade. It's just... Oh, so she's got
lap there.
She's a chest, 2 airs, and a lap.
Yep. So that would be 112 points. So based on how the warm-ups were looking, I think that Molly will try and just put air under the stone a couple of times, get ahead of the pack there. Maybe know that she's probably not going to beat Jade. And pick up some good points and then move on to the next event.
3, 2, 1, go.
And here she goes.
Let's go, Molly. Let's go, Molly.
There we go. Molly, our lightest competitor, I'd say, in the competition. And again, there she has.
Yep, exactly.
That's
two pickups. Exactly what I thought she was going to do. As I said earlier, a very seasoned competitor, very smart competitor, always thinking about how to pick up points.
And
I
think that's where experience comes in as well. It's not about winning every round.
But Becca Morgan coming up here. If Becca doesn't manage to get more points than Jade, then Jade will get a wee buffer over Molly as well. Because if Becca takes second,
here she goes, easy.
But Becca's really easy onto the lap there.
Yep, here she goes, and chin, yes.
And a good rep there for Becca.
Good
solid
woman.
Rep.
And she's going to go again. Easy. She's on fire. She's on fire. 2
reps there. She's playing with Matty there. That's 2 reps. And another event win for Becca Morgan. That was
fabulous.
Absolutely class. To come out here, she's never had the chance. I did say before that I thought it could have been an event win for Jade just because Becca's not had the chance to figure it out. But
I said to you, and as I said to Becca earlier when I was interviewing her, I said, I just think she's just going to go, pick it up and get on with it. And that's the way you have to approach some of these objects. I think it's where some people get so tied up on technique is brilliant. We're saying that.
Yep.
But there's also the side of it saying if you get tied up on technique for everything,
Yep.
It'll hold you back.
Yeah. It is also called strongman, not technique man. So it pays to be strong.
Absolutely.
And as you seen there with Becca, she just manhandled that.
She literally just had a feel of it and gone.
She's got her technique's great, but in that particular scenario, she decided she was just going to use her strength, brute strength. She was just going to dominate the stone, which she did.
So we have now the historical Clare Galway stone is being rolled out for the guys. As I explained earlier, there's great history behind this, with it being located on the crossroads at Clare Galway for a number of years now.
Yep.
Under the protective eye of the Kelly and I can't remember the other name of the family, but they've been minding it there for several many years now. So they've a drop mat out to actually protect the stone. Obviously it's been there for years, we want it to remain there for years undamaged. So the drop mat is there and the lads have been asked to respect the stone and not drop it unnecessarily.
Yep.
So first up is Ben Sackery.
Yep.
1, let's go, Ben. Strong.
Let's see, Ben.
Having a bit of difficulty there.
Again, he might just be figuring it out, find that right position. It might look like he's not going to get it.
It's also a disgusting lump of granite, in fairness.
Find that spot. He's rolling the stone about, trying to find a spot. And if he finds that spot, then I suspect that.
And he has made air.
Get some air.
Lovely.
That looked like a good position for him, so he can go back in there.
Again,
try and get a couple of reps on
used
that.
a few seconds to actually find his, where the weight was. There he goes, and he's off. 2.
You've got 30 seconds, Ben.
Half the gravel in the castle will be gone with him. Up. 3.
Yeah. 3 reps.
You got rhythm.
4.
20 seconds. And again.
No,
slipped on that one.
Yep. Just a wee slip there, the stone.
5.
See it on the gravel, and when you're dumping it down, just picking up dust there, will
6.
make it a wee bit more slippy.
Absolutely.
And
no tackle on
no tackle. Exactly. And that's a real grip strength and forearm strength with this one.
Yep.
And it's unforgiving. It slices you up as well. It's a lump of stone.
Yeah. I was impressed with Ben there. I think he made the most of that. 6, I believe. But he was the first 10-15 seconds. It looks like the possibility that he wasn't going to get anything.
Yeah. But he was smart. He just
figured
moved it around.
out, and when he got himself into a position, he realised it's going to be too taxing. I'm not going to get onto my knees. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
I'm going to conserve energy and get as many reps as I can.
Absolutely.
Getting air underneath
Again, playing the smart
which
game.
Was smart, yeah.
So it'll be interesting now with Liam. Donegal man, a lot of stones up there as well, a lot of rocks picking up. Let's have a little feel around, try to get the balance or the weight of that stone.
Liam Shields, world's strongest fireman.
There, oh, look at him go.
He's on
and again,
he's not. So he gets a point there because he got air on it, but he doesn't get the thing for the lap. And this is what I mean, if you look at what Ben did, if Liam doesn't manage to get this onto the lap, then Ben's probably going to pip him on points.
Yes. There we go, air under, so now get smart.
So he's got 2 points, so if I was Liam now, I'd be looking to get as many pickups as I can here. Forget about trying to get it on the lap. But he needs to find that good position. He doesn't seem to be in a position.
And he's there under it again. Is this now working for him?
Yes.
No.
Yes, and again. And again. Yes.
There, I think that one. No. Okay.
10 seconds.
Difficult to see with the angle of the sun. There we go. Yeah.
This is clever play. This is clever play.
We're going to have to listen to Matt tonight being crippled on all fours here.
No. So that could have been roughly the same as Ben, but like you've seen there, Liam was much closer to lapping it.
Yes.
But he was so determined to lap it that he never played the game. What Ben did really well was he knew his limitations.
Absolutely.
He knew what he could do, and he absolutely, I believe, maximised what he could do. And what you've seen, I spoke about it earlier on, for Ben is he's just picking up points here and there, relying on other people making mistakes, making sure that he maximises what he can do in that event, not getting sucked into trying to do what other people can do, not letting his ego take
Absolutely.
control.
Now again, Liam could be just coming out here to see what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely, yep.
Now Conor Kenny's going to be interested in this giant of a man. I think Matt actually said to him, if you're going to drop it, you drop it on that crash mat because we're trying to preserve history.
Yeah.
And chin to it, yes!
Very, very good.
Oh, beautiful.
Good. So first person
Connor
to get that
to the
chest
chin.
there.
Ex-Newcastle Falcons rugby player. I think he also played for Connacht at one point. Used to manhandling big lumps. Here we go, yes! Yes!
2 reps, 200 points there for Connor.
Beautiful.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
And I think that could be good points overall in this event, even though we've still got another 7 competitors to go. 20 seconds, so he has got time to go again.
I say he can if he's got the energy there. Bring it up.
Yep, he's on the lap.
It's on the lap. Pulling it in. Bring it up. Yeah. Oh no, here he goes.
He'll get the points for getting to the
lap.
lap.
So 2 chins on a lap.
Yep, 210 points there for Connor. Puts him into the lead so far.
And now we have Killian out. Yeah, so Killian slipped into
second place overall. Rory's
no,
up
but
for
for this, what did he come out as? 5th or 6th? Can't remember.
Yeah, second
It's
overall.
yeah.
Sorry, but yeah, I think he was 5th or 6th in the last event.
3, 2.
Let's go, Killian. Very own.
Oh.
Oh, Killian, Mayo man.
He just tried to throw that there.
Yeah, again, I think he's
just
panicking
not
a little
finding
bit.
the
I think
position.
he's.
Yep. After 2 event wins, he made a wee mistake on the last one, and now he's just feeling the pressure a wee bit.
Yeah, I think so. So 2 under air.
Yep.
Now here he
There we
goes.
go.
2 under air.
And if he's in a good position, then he stands that up, and he.
No, he's got to get the chin to it.
Yep.
Yes.
Very strict refereeing for Matty.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see. But
And
Killian,
again, we're probably stricter on our own than others, but he didn't have his chin to it. Just because your beard touches it doesn't mean it works. And here he goes again. Let's go, Killian. Come on. Yeah,
So
I think he's rattled. I think
he'll get at least a lap. At least he'll get 1 rep to the chest. He'll get at least one
for
lap
the
and maybe 2 or 3 pickups on
airs,
that.
yeah. So
Jer has practiced this stone quite a lot, I believe. Jer's been practicing the stone quite a lot.
he's been out. Yeah, he's down to us a couple of times, but he's been doing stone lifting. He's been going around doing the stones of Ireland anyway. So I think
making sure that he's got that in the right position.
And you see, Killian would have been more focusing on, say, Ireland's Strongest Man in UK, so he wouldn't have been out and about picking up rocks so much. I think he's only been out to this one twice.
Jer needs to start picking up some points here in the overall standing if he wants to be on the podium. So he'll be looking at this event as a chance for him to get in there, given the fact that he has put a lot of time into coming through to Galway.
Right, so watch him go. Here he goes.
Jer's onto the lap. Interesting.
No, I think he's got it. Oh, he's twisting it.
Very,
Okay.
very clever. I did think there that he had maybe made a mistake with having that.
Up, and chin. There we go.
But he manages to turn it on his lap. Which again, you would only know if you'd practiced it.
Absolutely. I think there was a guy over, I can't remember his name, from America, and they'd seen him how his technique of it, get it up that way and twist. And
Yeah. You can see that because if you are picking it up in the long ways, and the centre of mass is further away from you, it's going to make it harder to get that extension.
Now Jer seems to be struggling a little bit here. He's got one. Did he get any air underneath him?
I'm not sure. But I think currently Killian will be ahead of Jer, but Jer just taking his time and thinking that he can get another extension, and if he can get that at the right position at the right time. Nah, he's leaving it at that.
So 1 to chin, was it?
Yep. And I believe that he'll be in 3rd place. I believe Killian will be ahead of him there, but Connor will be in 1st place overall. Jack Harkin coming up next.
No, I think Jack, when we went out there, had a go at that stone. I can't remember.
He's got the chalk on, he's ready to go. Red shorts, Jack just oozing sex appeal there as he walks out.
In his skin tight jacks. And Jack looking, I have to say, anyone who knows Jack or would have seen him over the past, say, 2 years, this is a massive transformation for Jack.
Yep, he's lost a lot of weight. He looks healthier for it.
Exactly, and he's performing better, I feel.
Yep.
Right, so here we go, Jack. Easy to the knees.
Good.
That's it. Good grip now. And it's getting that hook and finding that handle of the zone. He just wants to slip away.
He doesn't seem to be in a good position with his hands here. So I think he'll need to Oh, Matty's getting him
Yeah,
into trouble
it has
for
to go onto
dropping
the
it
mat.
on the floor.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
30 seconds to go. I believe that if he can get the right hand position on the lap, that he can get it onto his chest here, but he needs to figure out that position.
15 seconds. 15 seconds. Oh, Jack, there's one in there.
So he's got one lap, one air.
Yep. If I was him, I'd maybe look at getting air
No.
several times here.
Come on, Jack. Well done, good effort, son.
And again, this is the fourth of them. And it's a heavy stone. It's not light. I think it weighed in at 180 or something
Sean
kilos.
Never stepping up
181.
next. I don't know if Sean practiced this.
He hasn't
Sean-
been down, no.
Yeah.
Sean, Sean
Had
is
a
up in
few-
Donegal, but
yeah.
again, plenty of rocks up there. But
Yeah.
Come on, Sean, he's shot.
Got his
he
hands
has the wings, man.
underneath.
Let's see. Let's see if Action Man can do it. And he's
Very
up to
good.
the knees.
Yeah, very
Nice.
good. How is he getting his hands into position here?
Here he
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
Here he goes. Yes.
So Sean going for almost
One.
one hand up at the top,
Yeah,
one
like
hand
a-
in the bottom corner there. Maybe that's something that Jack, if he was able to adapt in the moment, could have done. But very good there for Sean, like improvising. He looked like
Yeah.
he just, how do I get in this right position to get this up? Took it. He was very composed. Is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
He's not panicking. That's just
Yeah.
it. It's that composure, as you said. It's
Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. Get behind him, boys. Here we go.
here he
Yes,
goes, and
could
again
be
he's
two.
going with getting the hand under and over, rolling her up, chin, 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 chin.
Yep,
Go on,
yep,
onto the
gets
mat.
it.
Oh, fucking- oh my God, Matt's gonna have a stroke.
Yeah. 2
Five.
reps there for
Excellent.
Sean.
Two to-
Believe that gives
Take
him
him to the lead,
tied first.
Yeah.
Yep. With Conor Kenny.
and he does a slut drop.
Yeah.
Good man.
Tied first with Conor Kenny, I believe. And that'll
Okay.
be good points. The main thing for Sean there is he'll have picked up points over Jack. He'll have picked up points over Killian.
Yeah.
And he'll get ahead. He doesn't. He'll not mind that he's sharing points with Conor because he's way ahead of Conor in the overall standings. But he's picked up a couple of points over Killian. He's picked up a couple of points.
So we have
Over
Alexis
Jack.
up now.
Yep.
Now I think with this as well, I was taking the belt off, so you can actually breathe. I find myself when you're trying to lift these heavy lumps, that belt doesn't always help.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely. With
CFR.
loading events in general, I like
Big
to.
gentle Ukrainian bear. See what you can do.
You got this. You got this. Strong.
Oh, having a bit of difficulty finding that position,
Again,
but that
having
doesn't
a feel for
mean
it.
to say that he won't find it, and when he does, it might look easy. We've seen that a couple of times where.
So he's going to get air underneath. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, into the lap.
Very nice.
Interested to see
Right,
now.
where does he go now?
Where does he go with this? And again, the big beard. No.
No,
Okay,
no.
so to the lap.
Right, so if he's smart, he'll maybe try and
Just
lap it one more time, or else he'll just
just
try and
do
get
some
air
air.
into it maybe 5 or 6 times. Looks like he's going to try and lap
20
it.
seconds, Alex. Let's get behind him, guys. Come on, everybody. Come on, Alex. Come
let's
on.
go, Alex. Come on.
Alex, 10 seconds.
No, just
Round
rolled.
of applause, guys. Well done,
I
Alex.
think
Well
that was
done.
one lap there for
One
Alex.
lap. Yeah, I don't think there's any air under him after that. So I'm interested to see now what
2
Rory does.
athletes still to go.
Rory
Rory
and Blaine.
currently in first place, and Blaine.
Going very well, Rory. Keep that tempo now, son.
See, Blaine has the old wingspan height there. I don't know if he has
Yeah.
the hamstrings.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him there, and it would be interesting to see.
Yep. I'll just be interested to see how composed these guys are and figure it out in the moment. I was very impressed with Sean in the way
Let's see
that
how Rory goes.
repositioned
So
his hands. And
confident again, yeah,
Good,
composed,
great pick up
beautiful,
for
good
Rory.
pick.
Oh.
Oh,
that's all good. He's all good.
up, chin,
Very,
beautiful.
very, very
Oh,
good. That was
easy.
solid
Here
there
we
for
go.
Rory. And if Rory can get an event win here, then he's going to be in a
Yeah,
commanding position.
absolutely,
with
going
2
into the
events
last
to
2 events.
go.
And here he goes again,
Rory, son. Hand it there.
bringing it in.
Beautiful.
Strong. Strong.
Up, 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 up. Oh, fantastic.
That takes him tied into first. If I was Rory, I
Tied
would
first,
be
one
getting
more,
that,
and he's
or getting
he's
air
plenty
under
of
that
time.
a couple of times.
Yeah,
Rory, let's
Come
go.
on, Rory.
and
Come on, crowd. Let's get behind
Right,
him.
get some
he-
air under it,
no,
Rory. Get yourself some
completely
points.
composed, and he's up
He's
again.
on the
Look at that now.
lap, and Rory will be going into
Here he
first
goes.
place
Here
here.
he goes. Here he goes. Yes.
3 reps for Rory, first
3
place
reps. Beautiful. That's all
in
he
the
needs.
event so far. First place
Yeah,
overall
fantastic.
so far. and the young man is putting himself in a very, very
Absolutely
good position
amazing
overall.
again.
That's how we are playing, ladies and gentlemen.
And I think as well, Rory, his past couple of appearances of competition, he hasn't been happy with his performance.
Yeah.
He hasn't placed where he thought he was going to. I know he's going through exams at the time and
Yeah.
the general conversation, but he is redeeming himself here today.
Absolutely, more than redeeming himself.
3, 2,
So still got plenty to go. Like you said, long levers, easy to get round the stone, but does he have the power?
Exactly.
So what you got here? Shall we get?
Stone just slipping out his left hand there, just trying to find that sweet spot. It's like trying to find the centre of mass on an
Yeah,
atlas
exactly, having that
stone,
feel
except it's
around.
all uneven edges.
And again, I think try not to overthink it. The lads that seem to do well just came out and
Yep.
went, "Meh, let's see what
Yep.
happens."
There
There we go,
He's
into
onto
the lap. Right, now let's see, does he have the legs to go with it?
Just a wee bit of
Does he
gap
have the
between-
legs? Does he have it? Oh no! Oh, onto that mat.
So if you've seen that when he got it onto the lap there was just you could see
Yes.
from where we were sitting, there's a gap between him and the stone.
Yes.
As he went to stand up, the stone just falls into that gap, and you're never getting it to your chin if
Absolutely,
you're losing
no,
that.
you're not. It's not pulled into. It's not close
Sometimes
to
I
the
think,
body.
even though you're sitting, I think it's really good to
Here he goes.
come
And
off
down,
the
yeah.
floor to attack it and get it off the floor. But then when you're in that lap position, I think if you could take your time, be patient, and figure that
Absolutely,
out.
yeah. And I think it's when the panic sets in and go, oh, I
Yeah.
have to get rid of this thing now, is when you're going to have the problem.
So that's
the
us, I believe. I
think
think
it's
an event win
commencement
for
of
Rory there.
I'd say it was indeed.
And we will start getting, the girls are starting to get warmed up here for
the
the Husa.
These are our lovely metal Husa, 55 kgs empty, manufactured by Matty Costello himself, with love.
Man of many talents, Matty.
Yes. And resprayed and beautifully
Yep.
coloured, not on the morning of the competition, but a few days back, so they're nice
Yep.
and dry.
Nice.
I'm going to go with the hoops about next, guys. Next
So Matty
5 minutes.
makes his own kit,
Pretty much, yeah. We make
runs the
pretty much, yeah,
competitions, finds venues like this.
exactly.
There's
Puts in heart and soul.
Yep. There's no much that the guy can't do, but just keep him out of the sun.
Literally, because
Yep.
well, you're the same, mate. The two of you on a boat in Amsterdam. And
Yeah,
you
but
went
I can't
burst
make
into
kit or
flames.
anything.
Oh no, you can't. You're useless. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. No, he really does. It's there isn't anything here, I don't think, that wasn't, apart from the plates and the throwing bag itself, that wasn't manufactured. The power stairs there, the first set was made about 2 weeks ago by himself, and then last week he knocked out the other set. So, and then the same power stairs that we will have for Worlds, Natty
Yep.
Worlds in
Yep.
August. We also have two not deadlift platforms, stone platforms,
Yep.
which now won't be used for Worlds, but
Yeah.
anyways, so yeah, man of many talents.
So on that note, with Natty Worlds looming, I think we've got 6 weeks to go. I think it's a smart decision for Becca Morgan, for Molly Wagstaff, for Ger Buckley to come out here, get their hands on a lot
Absolutely.
of the kit that will be used for Worlds. Just give them that wee bit of an advantage
Absolutely, the edge.
of when they turn up on the day, they know exactly what that feels like. Because you see people training on house fells, and some of them are very different.
Yeah.
They're either thinner, they're longer, they're shorter, they're thicker, and it even the angle that it goes at, it can change it a lot.
Yeah.
So I think these guys have been smart to come out here, get their hands on that kit, so that they give themselves just that wee bit of advantage going into Natty Worlds in 6 weeks' time as well.
Yeah, I think, and that was like before I pulled out, that was my whole thinking about it and going, do you know, even being old, as you tell me,
Yep, very
it'd be a
old.
nice it'd be a nice run out pre-Worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
just to get
absolutely.
that feel of stuff. So no, it's going to be good. I mean, how many of them for here that are competing? We've got, what do you say, Becca,
Morgan, Molly Wagstaff,
Staff,
and
Ger.
Buckley, I believe. 3.
Yeah, none of the others have actually gone through. Tears, I'm not sure was she qualified or not.
I don't think so.
No, she's not doing it. No, I don't think.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I
three
think
of
it
them.
was those three that qualified. Like, I think because Rory did islands, natural islands, but he didn't go to UK, so
That's correct.
wouldn't have
Yeah, I think
qualified.
because he'd committed to another competition
yep.
at that point. And it's sad because I think it would have been some comp for him to see him at UK's this year.
Yep.
UK and Ireland. So
Tell you what, I'm converted. I really liked that last event. I'm not a massive fan of natural stones, but I enjoyed that. I
no, look
enjoyed
at that.
seeing people trying to figure it out and seeing who could think on their feet.
Yeah, and I think the fact it was 60-second time limit as well.
Yep.
It's not like they're just in a field trying to pick up a stone. That would get boring as shit. So, no, it's good.
Absolutely, yeah. You've got 60 seconds to figure that out, and you've seen the people that were able to, that looked really composed. Like Rory looked really composed, Sean looked really composed when he came out. Whereas you could almost say that the likes of Jer had practiced it enough that he knew how he thought he should be doing it.
Again,
and when it wasn't sitting perfectly, he was kind of.
But it's also different. Like they were going out on a pavement as well, right? Yeah. So very different doing on gravel.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all of these factors that people don't think about.
Every time that gets dropped onto the gravel, it's collecting a bit of dust, which is just going to make it that wee bit slippier as well.
Yeah, so there is an awful lot to be said about. I said, okay, have a feel for equipment or natural stone or whatever, but doesn't mean it's going to be the same on the day. So where are we sitting with the
overall
standings?
Points here for the women. Okay, so Becca Morgan's in first place. She's got 27.5 points. Molly Wagstaff's in second place. She's got 23 points.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, there's just a wee something coming up. Jade Harkin is in third. She's in 21 points. So what Molly did really well there.
She did,
Remember,
being
she came
smart
out, she knew she wasn't going to lap it. She just got air under it several times. Enough, even though Jade was... If you've seen the two of them head to head, you would have thought that Jade was way ahead of Molly.
Yeah.
Molly managed to think herself into third place there and really preserve her points overall, which keeps her 2 points ahead overall of Jade in third. Danielle Groom's then on 15 points in fourth, so a wee bit of gap between third and fourth, but then Danielle's also got a bit of cushion between fourth and fifth. Fifth place Johanna's got 8.5 points, and then in sixth place with 8 points is Tirza and Sorka on 7 points. So it's fifth, sixth and seventh is very much up for grabs at the moment.
So
and I believe that we're
getting
just
loads of updates coming through on strength results.
So that was another event one there for Rory. So moving on to the men's.
That's interesting now. This is
so we'll just give it a wee second to update and then we will So overall points are now standing at Rory O'Hagan's in first place at 36 points. 5.5 points back on 30.5 points is both Sean Diver and Killian Groom. Then in fourth place with 25.5, Jack Harkin. 24.5 in fifth place is Alexei. And then J.R. Buckley in 21 points in sixth place. Blaine Donovan in seventh with 17.5, just half a point behind him is Connor Kenny. And then 9.5 points for Ben Sackery and 6 points for Liam Shields. So Rory opened up a wee bit of a gap for himself, but there's still two events to go.
Now I have seen this lad on a shield carry, right?
Yep.
And you know that moment we saw Kyle Scott do it at Europe.
Yep.
He's very similar. He has this stamina, so it'd be interesting to see where that goes. But again, he's smaller than the other lads as well, so. And he hasn't been training on his kit, so that'll be an interesting one to see how that pans out.
Yep.
And then power stairs for that last event as well. So ladies are up now. Joanna Lamb is going to go on her own with a 10-metre track that they have to go backwards and forwards on and to break the line at either end. Now there's rubber mats down, but this ground is slightly uneven, so this is going to be a little bit of a challenge as well for the guys and girls. And she's off. Step. So 90 kilo shield here for these ladies today.
Yep, 60 seconds on the clock.
And it's very slightly uneven, and we kept it heavy as well because we knew the ground was going to be a little bit uneven. So
you don't want
people running.
Yep.
And she's doing great here. So our Masters athlete, Joanna Lamb.
Oh, she just misses the line there.
And then she goes
30 metres down.
Sharon is refereeing her.
Good call there for Sharon as well.
Yeah.
And that's 40 metres for Johanna.
I understanding the referee's job isn't always the easiest, especially when you're trying to count and make sure that you're getting all their laps in, and you want to keep encouraging them. She's doing brilliant here now.
50 metres, and she's calling it at that.
And she's done.
Some good grit there for Johanna. Just a wee mistake on not going all the way to the line. I really don't like seeing that.
Yeah.
If in doubt, just take that extra step.
Absolutely.
There's nothing worse than walking backwards with a lot of weight on
I
your
think,
front.
you know, when people say, oh, do I have to just break it like this or break it like something? No, I want to see your... Don't think of that.
Yeah, just get over that.
Just get over the flipping line, like. You'd hate to like that have to walk backwards and lose or take penalty points because you were trying to just get the tip of your toenail over.
And it's just so taxing as well. You'll lose time, but you'll also lose a lot of energy, and it can. Yeah.
And
really,
there's no
really
grippage on those Husafels there, so you are literally going against.
But despite that, still a good 50 metres, a good solid distance there for Johanna.
Solid now. So we have Tirza and Soraka. Both ladies, I think, compete in under 73 categories normally. I know Soraka definitely. Tirza could be under 82s, I'm not sure. And Soraka is up. Now Soraka has had plenty of experience on this piece of kit, so and off she goes.
Soraka with a quicker pick up.
There she goes.
But Tirza looks like she's got it in a better spot.
And she has that little bit extra on the height there to be able to see over. A bit
just
more
looks like she's in a good position.
And she's off, and she's taken it, overtaken Soraka.
Into the last 30 seconds, that Tirza will burn a bit
struggling
up. Sorka's down. So that was just over 20 metres there for Sorka. But as I said earlier, Tirza took her time and got herself into a good position here.
And stepping it out now.
Does look like she's gassing a little bit.
But just taking all those steps and a turn, making that turn. Excellent. Excellent now, excellent performance from this young athlete. Again, the future of Irish strongwoman.
I believe that was 60 metres there.
I'm shit at counting, there's no point asking me. Even when I'm refereeing, I probably need someone to do ticker for me. Soraka, I think, ended up only with about 32.
So Danielle and Molly going up next. So like I said in that last event, Molly was very clever to getting herself into third place there to maintain her lead over Jade. But by Jade finishing in second, it means Jade gets to watch what Molly does here and see if she can just get an extra metre out of that, which would close that gap even further between the two. So Danielle quite comfortably in fourth place, got a bit of gap between her and third, but also a bit of gap between her and fifth. Molly taking her time to get in a good position. Danielle's up and away.
I see Molly is opted forward, but Molly's up on speed here now.
Again, Molly just took the time, the same as we've seen with Tirza, to get that in a good spot.
And if you actually look at home, you can see Molly has a good low grip on this. Danielle's up at the widest point. It's quite difficult to hold on to that with that that lat spread. And Molly is on fire, choosing to wear gloves and wrap. Interesting.
40 metres for Molly.
And she's on fire here. Molly's walking the park
Danielle's
for her.
Down.
And like these little baby steps, just pacing yourself, fast little feet.
60's the score to beat. I wonder if Molly will go for 61 or if she'll try and keep going all the way to the whistle, knowing that she's got Jade still to come up after her.
And she's stepping it out now, getting those last few metres that she can. This is where it gets tough. And it separates where you want the points, how much you want to get those extra points with those extra few steps.
Good distance there from Molly. And what we've seen so far from both Molly and Tirza, who have put up the two biggest distances, is they've taken their time on the pickup. They've made sure that they're getting it nice and high on their chest, getting their hands underneath in a good solid position, and rather than rushing it off the floor. That's
one of the things I try to coach with my people is you take that extra couple of seconds there, it's going to save you. Whether it's farmers or yoga or anything else, take that time, get it right, and then you're solid underneath it.
So Jade and Becca coming up next. I think we could see some big distances here. I think Becca Wogan is very capable of 80 plus metres here. Husafell for distance at last year's UKNS finals. This exact Husafell, I believe Becca Wogan won the 82s, won that event in the 82s there. She, in the Shield carry at OSG last year, she managed to beat Sandra Bradley on that.
And that was disgusting. 2, 1, let's go. And we're up, but Jade is up and she's got it nice and high there. She goes, and they're off.
Both in a good position here, so who has the...
Trying to work out if Rebecca forgot to put her knee sleeves up or not. So off we go. There we go. And she's on fire. The 2 of them. Here we go.
Jade just readjusting.
Shuffling
30
that.
metres for Becca.
That's it. And Becca's
30
on a
metres
run
for
here
Jade.
again.
40 for
Sit.
Becca.
All the way.
40 for Jade. But Jade will have her eyes on what Molly did. Becca's way out in front. That's 60 metres for
And
Becca.
Jade's going on fire here.
Yep. Becca
I think she didn't
now
do this
in
good
the
in
lead.
training. She's doing
70 for
brilliant.
Becca. That's 60 for Jade. So
Jade.
Jade should get ahead of Molly here. But Becca getting 80 metres there. Like I predicted. 80 metres for Becca.
Yeah. And Jade is stepping
Jade.
it out. Step it out, Jade. Come on. All the way. Make the turn. Oh, the fingertips. She's on the last fingers. Oh. She was
super
literally down to
close there.
2 fingertips.
Becca put it down at 80. If Jade would have got into that there and got that 80,
Yeah.
then she would have got an extra half point, which would have been vital for the race for second place. But she just almost got there. But she still picks up an extra
She
point
does.
there, and that will bring her 1 point behind Molly overall, I believe. Becca with another event win.
How are you so good at maths?
Comfortably. Being at comps every week.
That's what it is, yeah. Instead of competing, just do the
Yeah.
math, yeah. Okay,
Especially
so we've got
when
some
you
of the
get-
results in.
Yep.
We're just waiting for Becca's and for Jade's to come in.
Yep.
Yeah, so Molly was 60.2.
Yep. So I believe that Jade will be around 78, 79 and Becca will be 80.
Yeah, 71 for Jade.
71.
Yeah.
And 80 for Becca.
Going to win there at 8 lengths there, guys.
Yeah, they've put them in as 71 and 72, but they're
I
not
think
because
it's-
she was back down there. It's just the points are the same anyway. So another event win there for Becca Wagon. Second place again for Jade Harkin, which will take her a point behind Molly in that race for second place. Moving on to the men. So the Husfells just getting a bit of weight added into them here.
So we are going to be on a 160 Husafel
Yep.
for the lads. It's 10 metres again, same track, over 60 seconds.
Yep.
And we're going to have Liam Shields and Ben Zachary up first by the looks of it. What, am I wrong?
I think that's Blaine.
Oh, no, it's
but
Blaine.
Yep.
Okay.
Liam and Blaine.
Oh, because I'm looking at this wrong.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Okay, guys. 30 seconds again, I'll be on my call.
Blaine's only about 2 foot taller than Ben, so I can
I
see
know,
how
yeah,
you've
that's
got
what I
the two
was
of
going,
them
that's
mixed
definitely
up.
not him.
Matty clearing the dance floor there.
Okay, 160 kilos here.
I also just want to say, I know it's my Matty, but how many organisers do you see going out sweeping the mats?
Yep.
3,
I feel like Matty so much you should ask about in a date.
I should actually, do you
Yeah.
think so? Do you think we'd make a good couple?
Nah, not at all. Okay.
Here we go, and Liam is up. Blaine's
So
struggling a
Blaine
little bit
having a bit of
there.
difficulty here, which is surprising
Yeah.
because he's got the levers to get right round this, but he just doesn't look like he's got it in a good position.
I think it's just so long. Everything's a bit difficult.
And he's not in a good
Sit.
position
Oh,
with his
no.
fingers there. He's down. That's just under 20 metres there for
Yeah.
Blaine. He's not allowed to pick it back up. Liam's still soldiering
And
on
Liam's
here.
just
Very
pumping
good.
away,
Yep.
stepping it out. And again, I think it's where people
30
are.
metres,
Yeah,
just
it's
about. Yep, 30
There
metres
he
there
goes.
for Liam.
Excellent, wee Liam.
So we'll get these reloaded. You're not allowed to go again when it's
You're
down.
not allowed, yeah, so
Yep.
no drops.
No.
Or once it's dropped,
Yep,
it's gone,
yeah.
you're out. Yeah.
Interesting that none of the two of them knew that there, but it was definitely said in the rules meeting
Yeah.
this morning because I
I
heard
think
it.
sometimes, you know what, it's weird, it's like, chance your arm.
Yeah.
Can I tweak it up again? I think some comps as well, they have that dead zone if you drop it over the line. It's like, I don't know, so,
Yep.
but it was clearly stated.
Yep. So we're going to have Alex and Ben up next, I believe. Alex and Ben. 30 metres the distance to beat so far.
Now again, Alex, very new to the sport of strongman. Did a couple of like odd competitions, I think, in the Ukraine. Powerlifting more.
Yep.
Was a American football player.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a while. I don't know if it was in America,
Yeah.
but he did American football.
So we have Ben and Alex.
Statically great, very strong, but really working on these moving
Yep.
events so you could just kill him a little bit.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
So that was 17 metres there for Blaine.
And 30 for Liam.
27 I've put as Liam. Oh, it's 9 metre.
Oh,
It's-
yeah, our bad.
yeah.
Even, so it's
9
not.
metres, yep.
Staring down the shield.
Per length as opposed to 10, so that's
Yeah.
why we were a wee bit off
Your
there.
maths isn't that great then.
3, 2,
Right, lads, off we
1.
go.
Let's go. Off you go. That's it, Alex.
So getting Alex getting underneath it. Ben is up and he's taking his steps, and Alex is off.
Think
I'm
Ben-
really hoping that Alex
Yeah.
didn't just decide to take off because
It looks like he's in a good spot though. I
Yeah.
actually think Ben could have been done with taking his time and getting up just one more bump
Yeah.
up there. It
That's
looks
it, let's
like
go,
it's
Alex.
just a wee bit too far
That's
down
two
his
laps.
quads there.
Ben is stepping out,
Yep.
coming up for his second one.
Alex is going with him. You've got
Oh, and
just
usual.
went down there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
2 lengths
Again.
there for
Alex, I'm really honest, so you
Ben.
actually-
Will take him
2
into
and a
third
bit.
and 2.5 there. Not
Yep.
not
Ish.
quite as much as Liam, so that'll be second place overall so far for Alex there. So second and third for these two guys, and Liam still in the lead. Like I think we both said about each competitor. You said it about Alex and I said about Ben. I think they could have both been doing with just taking a wee bit more time
Yeah.
there to get the Husfell in the right position before they started.
Yeah.
So Jack and Jer up
Big
next.
team of lads around today. Now look at the organisation. Absolutely fantastic.
Okay, the lads just trying to clear the track, make sure there's no.
It'll be interesting to
Loose
see
chippings.
how Jack does here. He's obviously lost a bit of weight. He's working hard on his fitness and on his moving events. So
Absolutely.
this will be an event that I suspect a year ago Jack would have
He would have struggled with.
points on.
Well,
But I
we
think that he might be in a top, in for at least a top half finish here.
the last he did a OSG Ireland Strongest Man at the end of the year, but he did
Yep.
Strong Cup last year, and this was a struggle for him. So
10 metres for Jer.
now Jer is
9
off.
metres, sorry, for Jer.
Now Jer is on fire. This is a good
2
event
lengths
him.
for Jer.
We
It's a
know
good
that
event
Jer's
for
good
Jer.
at moving events,
Yeah.
so
And again, keep moving.
Jack is just
Jack,
stepping it
yep,
out.
Yep, could be a tortoise
That's
in the hare
it. There we go,
situation.
Jack. Take your time. Step, step, step.
Yep.
Yes.
It's 4 lengths though for Jer.
1, 2, 3, and we're going into length 3, I think,
Yep.
for Jack.
Yep.
And making the turn
Yep.
for the fourth.
So that puts Jack in second place overall already, with Jer in first place overall. But
Jack's hand is gone. Unfortunate
Yep.
grip.
Jer
Jer
can
is
keep on
stepping
going
it out.
here. Really, really good here for Jer.
Yeah,
Coming
excellent.
up on
And
7
will he
lengths.
make that line though? Let's see.
Yep,
Is he going to
yep.
get there?
I think he's getting
Step
it.
and make the
a
turn.
A wee turn.
Make the
Yeah,
turn. There
very
you go.
clever, very, very clever there.
Yeah.
Good
That's a
event
wee
there for
trick
Jer.
that
Yep.
people don't seem to understand.
Yeah, I think when sometimes people are just that tired, they see the line, like, I'll just get to the
Just
line and I'll
get to
throw
the
it
line,
down. Whereas
exactly.
it's not any harder just to
Turn.
put a foot on it and not, even a wee half turn there
Yep.
and just dump it to the
Little
other
turn.
side.
That
Get
extra
yourself-
couple of centimetres.
Yep, could be an extra point,
Yep.
could be an extra 2 points, could be the difference between winning and not winning,
Yep.
getting on the podium and not getting on the podium. So a good, just over 7 lengths there for Jer, I believe.
I think you are right.
Yep. So definitely the distance to beat so far.
So
Killian in the next heat, Killian and Sean, I
Sean, I
believe.
think, yeah, it's Killian and Dibs.
So this will be a solid heat, and with Jer just putting up that big score, it'll be interesting to see what these guys do. So currently sitting in second and third overall. It's currently sitting tied second overall, Sean and Killian. So a lot riding on this event here
Yeah,
for these two guys.
Absolutely. Get your head straight, Killian. I think it goes to show sometimes even the most seasoned of athletes can sometimes get in their own heads,
Yeah.
make those rookie mistakes.
You see Killian there, he does look a bit nervous,
Yeah.
but Sean looks very relaxed.
Yeah, he's enjoying it.
But Killian has that brute strength, he rips it
And he's
off the
off.
floor there. Sean taking his time,
One.
but he has got time, and he's in now making up some ground. So
Killian now.
1 length each, and that's 2 lengths
There
for
you go,
Killian,
that's it.
and then 2 lengths also for Sean. But he's making up some ground
He is,
here.
he's on his tail.
3 for Killian.
Now, Killian
3
seems to have
for
found his
Sean.
groove a little bit with that turn. And we've got 4 there
That's
now
4
for
for
Killian.
Killian. Sean not far behind. 4 for Sean.
Killian on
5
5.
for Killian.
I think Killian knows he has to
He
do well
looks
on this
good
one.
here, Killian.
Because Rory could pull something
Yeah,
out of the bag
yeah.
on him. So here we go. That's 6
6
for
for
Killian.
Killian. He'll be looking to get
has to
past
keep
where
on
Jer
going.
is. 5 for Sean. Oh, and Sean going in reverse.
We have 7
for Killian, puts him into the lead. He goes past Gerald's
David's
distance.
walking backwards. I don't know how Matt's going to feel about that one.
8 for Killian. 8 for
Let's
Killian.
go.
6 for Sean. And an extra wee metre and a half or so for Killian. A very, very good distance for Killian.
Yeah.
Killian
Again,
will be
Killian knows
hoping,
Rory's coming in behind him.
he'll be
And he's good
hoping
at this.
that Rory, that maybe Jer can get in between him and Rory. That's what Killian will be hoping. But
Absolutely.
I'm sure Rory will have other plans. But a very solid distance set for Killian. And you can see, as much as it is an endurance event, and it is about getting that position, the advantage has just been brutally strong, because he threw that hoose fell up there, he manhandled it. His biceps didn't look like they were gassing out at all, because that's what you can get in the shield. What I've found in the shield, or any time I've done it in the past, is I start feeling the muscular endurance side there.
Absolutely, and it's that pain, it's whether you can get in through it.
But whereas with Killian there, he didn't have that problem, so he was able to go until he was gassed, essentially.
Jesus Christ, and John Ginty now showing off. He gets injured, we'll kill him. Loader extraordinaire.
Yep.
So we have then the last up is Rory and... Who's up with Rory? Who are we missing?
I believe it was Connor who tied with Rory
Connor,
on the last event.
Yes.
So
Rory actually is still only 23. He's just come out of juniors.
Like,
lads, come on.
Rory, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolute savage. Like,
Let's get
it's
behind him. Strike him on. 60
so
seconds.
Connor is... Oh, here's Connor.
Out,
Connor is having a nap.
What a very heavy rugby ball song. That's what you gotta imagine.
So Connor and Rory, ex-rugby player, could have a good gas tank on him if he can.
Yeah, it's hard to
find the position here. It could
got
be
years of that experience. Let's see.
This should be exciting to watch. Okay, so just over the 8
Rory,
lengths out for
Rory
Killian.
is off, and Connor is off on a sprint.
10, one length there,
So
one length
one
each.
already, one apiece.
So Rory needs to
Connor
play his
is
own
on
game.
second.
Yep, Rory needs to realise that Connor is nowhere near him in the overall standings.
See,
He needs
this
to
is
play
where
his own game instead of
problem-
looking over at Connor.
That's the thing. There's a
trying
little
to
bit of
go
inexperience
faster.
of Rory.
Connor
I've
makes
seen
a
him do it
mistake.
before.
And both of these guys
to
looking
watch
like
your
they're
own
making
game.
mistakes here, which could really be good for Killian.
Yeah. He should be only thinking about Killian. How many he has
That's
to beat.
4 for Rory, but he doesn't look like he's getting anywhere near
He's
that.
starting to go sideways.
Yep. 5 for Connor, 5 for Rory.
The fingers are gone.
Rory's
5
down,
so,
and Rory, with Connor being ahead of him, with Sean being ahead of him, and with Ger being ahead of him, it looks like Rory could have just submitted his lead to Killian overall. And what happened there was Connor came out the traps, flying out the traps.
And
Rory
was side-eyeing him.
Side-eyeing him. He rushed at his pickup. He rushed to get going. He made mistakes. When what he should have done was, yes, Connor tied me in the last event, but Connor's nowhere near any as in the overall.
Exactly. Look at the scores. It was Killian he should have been thinking about.
If he did, he might have got an extra 5-6 metres. It could have been an extra 2 points.
Yep.
And that could be the difference between coming first and second overall, because Killian 5.5 points behind Rory going into that, could be within touching distance of Rory going into the last event, and you would fancy Killian on the power stairs.
So that's the end of the Hoosfeld. They'll be preparing now for the final event, which is the power stairs. Matty roaring at everyone. Now, in fairness, we have a really, really good crew here. They are really used to all of this. A couple of new young bucks in there, but it's just about getting things running smoothly and
just getting the power stairs set up, ready to go. This will be a fun event to watch for us.
I love power stairs myself, actually.
I don't mind watching it. It's not my favourite event. The thing that I don't like about it is training it and having to bring them back down every time. I think
do you know what? You're absolutely right.
It's hard to set up. It's hard to reset, so you can't really do a lot of sets, or you could, but it would take you hours. All the stuff that people say about stones, it's hard because you need to tack it up, you need to get changed and stuff. I feel like it's the same idea with power stairs, but also even it's a good event to watch, but I find it a pain to train for. I enjoy the actual doing the set. I just don't enjoy bringing it back down.
Again.
it can be good if you train in a team. And obviously Natty World's coming up, we've got quite a few guys for our gym, so we're trying to get everybody in at the same time, training power stairs, many hands make light work, and just getting them helping each other reset it. But this is going to be a photo finish here. It could be a photo finish. It could be exciting in the men's side, and we've also got that battle for second place in the women's.
The women, So where are we now? We're sitting at. We have Becca in first.
Yep. So
34.5.
34.5 for Becca. Molly's in second with 28
Jade
points.
is in second point.
No, Molly's in second with 28 points, and Jade is just a point behind on 27.
There we go.
So with Becca winning pretty much all of the events, the count back system could favour whoever wins. So what I'm saying is, if Jade manages to pit Molly on here, then Jade could tie her on points, but Jade could take the win overall. So it could really come down to the power stairs. For that reason, that might suit Jade. Yeah.
Now the interesting one will be here is Jade has the height and the leg length over Molly, but Molly has that deadlift.
I don't think Molly's a renowned deadlifter either. I think she gets a lot out of a suit.
Oh, okay. So so it's not really the strength of the back or anything, or the hammy.
I've got an interesting perspective on power stairs. I know that height does play a factor, but I don't think it's as much a height event as people think. I think it can be a levers event.
I think it's more levers myself,
If you have short arms, traditionally not great for deadlift, but because you can lock it out in the bars further down your torso.
Exactly,
But in this event with short arms, you stand that up, then you're already at a higher position, easier to load. And I think being relatively tall but having short arms could be an advantage as opposed to when you're a deadlift. If you've got long arms, then it's more an advantage. So I don't think it's as much a height event as people make out. I think it's more a levers event, but also somebody who's a strong raw deadlifter, perhaps a strong sumo deadlifter, somebody like Jer Buckley could be good at this event.
Like I have a guy who's going to be competing in the class 1 and 2, and you'll see that he's probably the shortest. He's about 5'7", I'd say. And he had power stairs up in Carndonna, and they were actually higher than ours. The explosiveness, I think, is a big thing. Like if you're small and you can get that up and pop and swing. The thing here as well, the handles are set, and you can't put them to the handle height that you want. They've all been set like 16 inches. I think it is the same as the step height. So everyone's on that kind of either even or uneven playing field, whichever way you want to look at it. Yeah,
there's some people that it might suit a wee bit better than others.
Absolutely, because I know I would always, because I was strong in the back, I'd always make the handle as short as I could.
Yeah.
But that's been taken away from some of them here. So the lovely implements there were also made by Mateus.
Once the power stairs start, you can come in and warm up into that area there and leave your bags there.
Cool. So we've been going in reverse order of the last event. So you win an event, you go last on the next event. What happens on the last event is we look at the overall scores and we go in reverse order here. So what will happen is Sorka's going to come out first on her own, then Johanna and Tirza are going to come out first, and they're within half a point of each other. Then Danielle and Jade will come out, which is good for Molly because then she'll get to watch what Jade does, who's just a point behind her, and then she can go out with Becca. Becca, pretty comfortable, unless something really goes wrong here, then Becca's...
Now, without putting a jinx on it, I've seen it happen.
Yeah, it has happened.
Strongman happens.
We've seen the UK and Ireland's finals. Stuart Graham, first place, 7-point lead. Only needed one rep on the stone, tore his bicep on the first rep, so never managed it.
Exactly. I remember OSG Worlds, the year I won it, 2021. Rhiannon lost to Shannon because of on stones, and she was ahead. So all of these things can happen. It's just all to play for on that last one. And I think as well, also not getting comfortable, and I'm sure Becca won't. She'll keep the fire lit.
Looking at the scores in the men's, we'll go in reverse order here, okay? So we've got Liam in 10 points, Ben in 11.5 points, Blaine in 18.5 points, and then a wee bit of a jump up, we've got Connor in 7th place, he's got 24 points, Alexei in 27.5 points, and then we're into the top 5. Jer is on 30 points, and Jack is on 30.5 points. So don't believe that any of them are going to... I think the podium's set. It's just the positions of the podium that's set.
It's going to be.
So for Jer and Jack, I think they'll be battling for 4th place there. But then if you go into that podium, you've got Sean Diver in 38.5 points. You've got Killian in 40.5 points. and then you've got Rory and 42 points. So a point and a half is the gap between Killian and Rory. So if you're Rory, you're thinking you can get beat by Killian, but if you get beat by anybody else, then that could be a problem. So we'll see. We've seen both of these guys, Killian and Rory, come in and make mistakes today, and maybe look like they've let their nerves get the better of them. Killian won the first 2 events, looked comfortable, then made a mistake on the bag throws, and then looked a wee bit shook going into the
stone.
The stone. Yeah. Then he fell behind, and he almost looked like he had the bit between his teeth going into the house fill. So he's in a position now where he's chasing, which is almost easier. It's like he just needs to go out and smash it, and then it's on Rory to make sure that he doesn't make any mistakes, which can be more difficult.
Yeah. Now, we could look at it, and again, if he comes out confident enough, between himself and Div, they've done this power stairs islands, not this one, but they've done a worse one with a flipping steeplechase. Rory, I don't think, did overly well on that. So, but again, Rory could be coming out on fire now if he can keep his composure and not panic like he did with the Hoosfella and look at what's going on with Connor and just keep his head set. He may maintain that lead, but we'll see. It's only it's only 3 stairs, but they've done worse, let's put it that way.
So 9 total reps, but you'd expect for some of these bigger guys that the first 6 will be really easy,
and
or relatively
to get gassed.
Easy at least, and then it gets heavier and it gets harder.
I think, when at the end of and it's the last of the events now, and cramp and stuff starts to set in. Okay, it's not too warm weather, and hopefully they've been minding themselves out there, but it's a taxing event, even though it doesn't look like a taxing event. For the women's weights, then we have 100 kilos, 120 kilos, and 140 kilos is the top weight. So 100 kilos over 3 steps, 120 over 3 steps, and then 140 over 3 steps. So that's a lot of tonnage. And then for the lads, we have 200, 220, and 240.
Some heavy weights there.
Some heavy weights.
So I'll be interested to see as well for some of the girls, Molly in particular, who's quite short. How she handles that with the 25 kilo plates.
Exactly,
If she's planned for that, if she has a plan for that, if it's possible, because I think it naturally puts her at a slight disadvantage.
By seeing some of the smaller girls training for Worlds, I think it has been a problem. But even for some of the bigger girls, it's been a problem as well. So it's not just that smaller girls; they're a big plate. I
think the plan for Natty Worlds is to have 10 kilo and 15 kilo plates for the women.
So a little bit smaller,
So, but that was something that we adjusted because people have been training it and struggling with the size, and we've managed to get a sponsor who's going to help us out with that. But obviously that came too soon for this. So it'll be interesting to see some of the shorter girls and how they get on here. And I think in that battle for second place between Molly and Jade, that could be something that plays in Jade's favour, being that wee bit taller.
So the lads there you can't see, but they're just trying to even out the gravel at the base of the power stairs so that the guys have a bit more of a balance. And again, Matt's out with the broom. And again, it's always about what we're saying. We want the athletes to have the best experience. We don't want them to have to say, well, just deal with any shite we give you. And it also makes for good spectating then as well. The thing with the power stairs as well, I think for the first 2 steps, as long as it's on the step, but on the 3rd step, the implement will have to be fully over. That's usual rules for power stairs.
So just making sure that the athletes have got the best possible chance to display their skills here.
Absolutely.
Which I really like. I personally hate this is strongman. You just need to deal with whatever's thrown at you thing. Especially you're selling spectator tickets here, you've got people on the live stream, they want to see a show. We want to put the guys in a position where they can put on a show. If we are not giving them time to warm up, if we're not giving them time to touch the kit, if we're putting them on this uneven ground and just not doing anything about it, then it really doesn't help the guys.
Absolutely not, and it'll put people off. Nobody's going to want to do that. It's really class, lads. You're going to see in a minute. The lads are going to be going head to head, the power stairs up against the side of the castle, so it's going to look really, really cool. I know when Matt's been out here several times planning out in his mind, which there was a few other things we were looking at doing here, but I suppose also looking at the terrain and making sure that, as we said before, that it was safe and the best possible vision for the spectators to actually see.
So far, he's done a good job.
He hasn't done too
Some
bad,
people
has he?
might say that there's a direct correlation between being ginger and being a good strongman promoter.
But what about you then? What
Some
happened
people
there?
might say that.
I was gonna say, some people might, like
Some
yourself.
people might say it. I may or may not be one of them.
Yeah. No, in fairness, you're not bad yourself, really.
Thanks,
You just can't make nothing.
I wish I could say the same to you.
Yeah. Shut up. Do you know what, lads? Matt was like, I can't put the two of you on the live stream because you're not going to be professional, and we've done really well.
It's been difficult, but
we've managed to do
bite
it.
our tongue a couple
Exactly.
of times, but it's
Right at the end,
yeah,
I think we should just abuse each other for 5 minutes.
get it all out of
Get
system.
it all out. We've been too nice to each other. The lads here are almost set up. Wonder if there'll be time between this now to go and get pizza. Oh no, you're not allowed any. Willow said no pizza for Steve.
Willow's not here.
Oh, she isn't.
We have got some jelly beans.
We're
here.
living on jelly beans. I've got a bag of food over there. I'll have to raid it in a minute. Crunching crisps on the live stream.
Yeah. So I believe we're just a couple of minutes away from the girls getting started.
They're literally getting ready now. I think the girls are kind of waiting there in the background. The weather's cleared up again. The clouds are shifting off. We've got a bit of blue sky for the. And even to the we came out here one day and Matt was trying to work out where the sun would be at this time of the day to make sure that no one would be blinded.
That's just so that he doesn't need to stand on it.
And exactly, burst into flames. Okay, so Sorka Foy, she said she's going to be up on her own. Sorka, our Galway girl, coached by Jade Harkin, who she's also competing against today, and trains away in my gym, GSP gym in Galway there once a week.
Starting at the implement.
Here we go.
Hands on.
Let's go, Sorka.
3, 2, 1, let's go, Sorka. Let's get
And she's up on the first step. Nice.
Yep. Good
Let's see,
start.
a little step up. And she up on the second one.
Nice
Push
and
it on.
composed.
Nice. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Great stuff.
All
We've got
the way
nice
on,
flat
yep.
bottoms to these implements so they don't get caught on anything.
Yep.
That's it, Sorka. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. Come on.
She's got
Get
it.
the knees
Yep,
behind
yep,
it.
yep. There we go.
There she
Good
is.
bit.
That's it. And she's up. Get up on the toes.
30 seconds.
I'm trying to shout down the live stream. Let's go, Sorka. She's just struggling there with getting that little bit, as we said, that little bit of levers.
Maintain her composure here.
Yeah.
Don't know if you notice, her hands are very, very close to the middle there. If she just brings her hands out a wee bit, she just makes her arms that wee bit shorter, which might give her that extra quarter of an inch that
she's
she
almost
needs.
there. She's almost there. It's just
Yep,
a lip
yep.
of the weight.
Just
There
needs
she
to
goes.
get- oh, so close there.
So close.
But if you see that with your hands right in the middle here, your hands are just that wee tiny, your arms are just that wee tiny bit longer. If you just bring
It's
your
like
hands
widening your stance.
Yep.
Yep.
You're just
When you're on
making
your
that.
15
When you
inch
pick it up,
deadlift,
you
yeah.
just could be that quarter of an inch higher, which just could be the difference between you getting that rep and not getting it.
It's like I was saying to you about my other athlete with tell him to put the squat shoes on as well, so you get that extra quarter of an inch.
Yeah, you see people, Dean McVie, notorious midget, Dean McVie, wears big rigger boots almost on that.
Literally, you have to take what you can get. Yeah. And now we have Joanna Lamb and Tirza Foster, again our masters athlete and our youngest
I
athlete
believe these
today.
guys are within half a point of each other overall, so
This
whoever
will be
wins
interesting.
this out of these two will take that fifth
both members of
spot.
the Irish National Strength Federation. Get her on the step.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Both.
And they've completed the first
Three
round.
reps done.
Both now onto the second weight. Tirza has Joanna's already up.
Oh,
And Joanna's up on hitting for the
good.
second step.
yep, she's got it. She's got it.
So this
Joanna,
is the 120
2 for
kilo
Joanna.
implement now for these guys.
Wee Matty Costello just bringing
Yes,
over the
if you- I don't know if you
shields
can
here. I
see
don't know if you can
these,
see them in the camera, but
They'll probably when they come back to us, they'll see them.
lovely shields.
Let's go. And Joanna is up on the last step of her second implement, 120 kilos. Tirza is still struggling to try and get that second
Awesome
implement
work there
up.
for Joanna.
Let's go,
6
Tirza.
steps.
Come on.
Tirza just a wee
Again,
bit shy
relatively
Yeah.
new to the sport. Only a
So,
couple of competitions, but you know, as I said there, the future Irish strongwoman.
Yep. 6 steps there for Joanna, puts on the lead overall.
I think we have the cameras on us. I don't know if they can actually see. These are the shields here.
So next up we're going to have Danielle Groom and Jade Harkin. Jade, as we spoke about earlier, Danielle pretty comfortably in fourth. She's not going up, she's not going down.
Yeah, she's kind of said consistent.
She's
I think she'll be
she's
happy
sitting in
with
fourth. Jade sitting in third overall, a point behind Molly. She'll be looking for a big performance here to hopefully for her get her into second spot.
Now, so we've got Jade and Danielle head to head.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Both strong men in their blood. Danielle Groom is sister to Killian, and Jade is married to Jack Harkin, so we have a strong family.
Yeah, very lucky lady being married to Jack.
Definitely strong, yeah.
Very good there for Jade.
Yeah,
6
perfect, lovely
steps for
stuff.
Jade.
And then they're both. Yeah, so Jade is on the last round.
7 for
oh,
Jade.
beautiful!
That
She has the
puts
first
her
one up.
first overall
I
so
know she
far.
was struggling a little bit with this in training there a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
Next to keep it going, 13 seconds. Next to Danielle. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Go Danielle, excellent. Okay, James, another one in you. Another one in you.
And let it come on now. So Danielle is on the last implement.
7 steps there for Jade. I don't think she's going to get any more of
No,
that,
I
but
think
that's
she's
still
got
good. That
gas
puts her first overall, so Molly will be hoping for 7 here in a quicker time. But if Molly doesn't manage that 7th one, and it does look like a heavy last implement, then Jade could have done enough to get her into second place overall. Becca Morgan pretty comfortable. She's had 5 event wins so far.
So it's
So it's very much Jade versus Molly at this point. So
absolutely.
Molly will be looking at
not here.
That's only Molly and Becca.
okay, final two
Final 2.
athletes here.
To be interested now.
So
See what
Becca Morgan just coming out here, probably looking for another event win. She'll want a clean sweep of event wins here.
she's come this
Molly
far.
Wagstaff will
She's
be
not here to
very much
just make up
out
the numbers.
to try and beat Jade's 7
Here
steps.
she goes, and nice hop, hop, hop. Beautiful.
Yep,
Nice and calm.
3 steps each. Becca's on
Now-
4, Molly's
and
on
she's
4.
comfortable here now, just hopping away.
Yep,
Excellent. And
Becca's
she's
done,
easy.
and Becca's on the
And
last
Becca's on the last
implement.
implement. And
Becca looking at another
Molly
event
down now to
win.
the last implement.
This is
as
where
well.
it comes down to for Molly though.
Yeah, so
you
we'll
see
be
Molly
seeing now.
going with that really wide.
So there, she's up on the first one.
You see Molly going really wide there on the handles,
Yeah, she's a
maximising the
little bit
lever
smart
legs
there
here.
now.
Becca's done
Is she
another
gonna get
event win for
There we
Becca.
go.
Molly needs that extra step to guarantee herself
She's
second
going to get it.
place.
She needs it. She's there. Yeah, there she goes. Stick behind it. Good woman
and
there.
she gets
got
it.
it. Yeah. That's all
Second
she
place
needs.
overall for Molly. Second place in the event, second place overall. Becca trying to
Excellent
get her
result.
to go for the 9th step, but Molly's having none of it.
Yeah.
So first and second on the event there for these two,
Excellent.
and I believe first and second overall,
Fantastic.
which will put Jade in third.
Third
That's
place.
your podium. And then we will just be getting the weights changed over here for the men, and then we will find out what's happening there. Who's going to take the win? Rory O'Hagan,
It's
currently first
be
overall.
interesting one now.
Killian and Sean breathing down Rory's neck. Okay, it's just getting the weights changed over here. The women there on the power stairs, the men, sorry, will have 200, 220 and 240. The women 100, 120 and 140. So an extra 100 kilos essentially going on each of these power stairs.
Crew are just, I don't know what's happening.
Yep. Well, there's an extra 100 kilos going on each thing, so if they just put 4 reds on.
Again, math.
Yep.
That's why I'm not over there.
But they're not doing that. I think they want it to look nice, so that they're
Well,
taking the
obviously,
blurs
yeah, you
off.
can imagine if it's just loaded like
makes
rubbish.
Sense. Yep.
At one point, the lads had the Cerberus, the plates on with them facing inside, and and I was like, lads,
get the Cerberus sign
this
out.
is disgraceful.
Yep. Especially when the guys at Cerberus are providing some kit and
Absolutely.
helping the comp. It's good to get them every bit of recognition
Absolutely.
that you can.
You know, great kit and great to have that sponsorship and that support from the lads. as a food, Chris said people want to take anything, tell the lads. Yeah, so just let them know because I can't. I keep going to show them.
Okay, so
Okay, yeah, so
running order.
So on the front, in front of me here, what you
Yep.
will see, for the people who don't know at home, this is Mark McGovern. So this is all been done for in his memory. Very, very good friend of ours and was hugely involved in pushing this sport forward in Ireland over the 18 months to 2 years, and was a strongman himself, and saw the vision, I think, had the visions, shared the same vision as what Matt had, and then with Steve and Luke, bringing the live stream our side from like an amateur, not an amateur, but I suppose from the lower levels, the class 1s and the class 2, and giving weight class athletes as well that, I suppose, platform to tell their story. So, as I said at the beginning, when we were thinking we really wanted to commemorate him, what better way to do it was through what we now will call the Irish Strength Cup and the Mark McGovern Memorial Shield. So this is actually, you'll see we're wearing, well, underneath the t-shirts we're wearing the Irish Strength, which was Mark's brand. These Celtic shields were, when I saw them I was like, this is it, this is the thing. There's 28 shields on this, so that's 28 years of guaranteed of this competition, and I'll be like, I don't know, 425 at that point.
Yeah.
But
You'll be dead.
no, we won't. You will be. But I will still be. Yeah. We want to keep his memory alive. We want the Irish strongman history to be set in stone, but also for it to become international, for people to come all around the world and know what the Irish Strength Cup is about, and why it's called that, and what he did for us. So it's our way of putting something back to the strongman community, and we think he would have absolutely loved this. The venue, the vibe, all of the spectators, the athletes who have come out to compete, and like strongman was his life as much as it is ours, until he passed. So these shields now, what will happen is whoever the winner is, we've got one for the men and one for the women. The inscription actually says, and I'm probably going to mess around with this now, is the Mark McGovern Irish Strength Memorial Shield. This is the men's one, men's champion, and Igwini Agagahara, which is in Irish in memory of our friend. So what will happen is we will have the original will be kept here and it will be engraved, and whoever wins each year will get a replica of that shield. Yeah, so that's what those are here at the front for those who don't know, and so for many years we hope that this will just grow, and that we will be able to have his vision and what our vision was for strongman to be as big in every country. So that was basically it. I think we're almost ready now. I think the guys are ready to go. We have Ben Zachary and Liam Shields out first.
Liam's on 10 points, Ben's on 11.5. So they're very much battling against each other at this point, hoping to beat the guy across for them, pick up some extra points.
Everything you have, leave it there. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Liam got those boots on like we spoke about earlier, just giving him that wee bit extra
catching
height.
on the lip ever so slightly there now, and Liam's up on the third.
Yeah, 3 for Liam. He's finished that first implement on.
And you'll
the
see
second
Liam, we were talking about the height, he's wearing boots there to give him that little extra push. And he's almost there.
Oh, he just needs to get a base on that lip. Wee mistake there for Liam.
Yeah.
He thought he had it on, he never
now
quite had it on. He should have jammed his body in between just to stop.
Ben is now on the second again. That same mistake there, hands very close into the handles.
Yeah. Not quite that.
Now both guys are struggling now on that second weight, trying to get it to the second step. Are we going to see them get it to the second implement, the first step?
I don't think
again, these are two of the lightest guys in the competition, who normally compete in under 90s. World's strongest firefighter under 90, Liam Shield, and Ben Zachary there from the UK.
Good work there for both athletes. I think Liam will be a wee bit disappointed because I think Liam was very capable of getting that fourth rep.
But you know what, right? That's the divine retribution, because Liam ran a comp for us there a couple of weeks back, and he had the power stairs that's like 24 inches deep. So,
yeah.
But no, it's
he'll not do that again.
He will not do that again.
Next up we'll have Connor Kenny and Blaine.
Okay, so Connor Kenny and Blaine Donovan.
Yep.
Hopefully
Connor
Blaine now, like again, we're talking about levers, but
Connor Kenny here today.
he has that advantage. 22
I
foot
think,
legs.
like as I said, it's not exactly a height event, but when you're that tall, I think
Oh, it has to.
if you
You'd
can
want to.
deadlift it up, then
You should be able to.
going to clear that. But Connor, very impressive on some events here.
Yeah, Connor's gone. There he goes.
He's got that raw
and he's off.
athleticism.
Yeah, there he goes.
I think in a couple of years'
Exactly,
time,
that
with some
athleticism,
experience,
yeah.
you're going to see Connor being a very, very dangerous
And
competitor.
Connor is also, his other half is expecting is going to be a daddy soon
Yeah,
as well, so
awesome.
that could actually have a...
Race to the finish here with these guys. Blaine's up onto
That's
the
it, lean
first
back
step.
into it.
Connor not far behind
I
him.
And Connor has actually had he broke his neck twice, his 2 neck surgeries, but
Yep.
in rugby, but look at him go. Come
Blaine
on, Connor, let's do.
Gets number 8. One more for Blaine.
I think he's
I think
done.
Connor's
Is he
done.
gone?
7's a good score for Connor. Blaine.
Blaine's there, just struggling. If he could just get the knees
Yep,
extended,
he's
go
got
on,
it,
Blaine,
he's got
and
it.
he's going to finish it
All the
first
way on.
man to finish
And
the power stairs. Excellent.
A first finished run for Blaine the Crane. So Blaine on 18.5 points there, Connor on 24. So it's not impossible that Blaine could jump Connor in the overall standings, but it would be difficult. You need a lot of bodies in between them. But Blaine did finish that there. But I suspect the likes of Killian, Sean, Rory they'll be hoping at least that they're going to finish that quicker.
Yeah.
So, but our first finisher, and then we've got Alexei and Jer coming out next.
I had to have a little chuckle there because we've got a new young lad, he's only 17 years old, he's over there helping, and he was going to attempt to pull down the 220 power stairs. His max deadlift's 160. Fair play to him for trying.
It's just a wee bit thing we're on that mat there. Okay.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
And we have Alexis now and Jer, and Alexis is off to a flying start.
Both guys off to a flying start.
Yeah,
Jer's
and Jer.
all 3.
Now Jer has that little bit of athleticism left him over.
Good, another
Alexis,
good rep
but
for Jer.
Alexis is up.
2 good reps for Jer. Yeah,
That's
Alexis
it.
not far behind
Alexis
though.
not far behind at all.
Yeah, very good
Let's
for
go,
Jer.
Alex.
He just has a
And
wee
he's
glance
finished that
over
one.
to see
Go,
where
up he
Alex
goes,
is.
that's it. One more round.
7 steps for Jer.
Yeah. Now Alex on the last implement as well. Jer on the second
8
step.
steps for Jer. Alex gets number
That's
7.
it. Let's go, Alex. I don't think he has trouble finishing this in training, so I'm hoping he can get this now for his own
Jer's
head.
on there.
A little bit up.
I believe that's 9 steps. I believe
Let's
that was
go, yes.
also
Beautiful, Alex. Come on.
a wee bit
Let's finish.
quicker than
No,
Blaine.
you're done. Gassed.
So Jer,
Excellent.
I believe, takes the lead overall. I think Jer was just a wee bit quicker
I think a
than
bit close,
Blaine
yeah.
there, which will put him first overall. But we've still got 2 parents to go, 4 athletes to go, 4 strong athletes to go. So Jack and Sean back together, Team Handsome back together.
Team Handsome. We haven't seen them for a bit.
Yep.
Excellent.
They're at the first 2 or 3 events together, and then
That's it, and then
they've
they moved
missed
on.
each other ever
They were
since. Yep.
split apart. Oren also doesn't have a very heavy deadlift, so that's quite a bonus, and I have to push him harder in his training.
Sorry,
Oren also doesn't have a very heavy deadlift, so that's quite a bonus.
some extra practice.
Oh, jeez.
What's up?
John's cursing. It's the mat had buckled.
Just trying to get the mats when it's like the gravel under, like relatively soft underfoot. The mats are never going to be completely flat, but as long as you can get it flat for where the guy's feet's going to be,
Exactly.
it doesn't really need to be flat any further back than that.
And again, everyone's in the same boat. There's no it's not going to be worse or better, I think, pretty much anyways. It's that little bit of unevenness. But it's just that start.
John doing a great job of bringing the audience power stairs back down there.
John is an absolute savage.
John under 80, bringing those down. And
under 80 strongman.
Like I was saying earlier, the hardest part for me doing power stairs is bringing them back down.
Bringing it back down again,
So technically John's in first overall.
John has done 4 training sessions this week and is in training for Worlds, right, lads? Under 80. And I mean, that man is training savage and is out here now pulling weights. So our crew, massive thank you to them guys.
Okay, So Jack,
Here we go.
half a point ahead of Jer overall, so he'll be hoping for a quick 9 here to try and keep his lead over Jer and stay in 4th place. Sean, I think, just a wee bit out of Jack's reach, but he'll be looking ahead of him.
And
Sean's
neck
in
and neck,
third,
these two like twins.
but Sean will be looking to try and push up into 2nd place.
Yep, and they're off.
Good quick 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
Jack's ever so
done
slightly
there
ahead of
for
Sean
Jack.
just now.
Yep.
And he's
6
up.
for Jack. Jack be
And
looking
here we go,
to get
Jack is
ahead,
up, here we go.
Get that 9. He'll be looking to get
And
that
he's up.
quicker
Yeah.
than Jer.
Looking like Jack is going to take the lead on this one
Yeah.
against Sean anyway. And I would say he's probably bet Jer,
Yeah,
is he?
I think so. I think Jack will be first overall
Nice. And
so
Sean
far.
there.
Sean
Come on,
struggling
Dibs.
a wee bit. I think
Come on, action man! Yes.
Sean
There we
gets
go.
it on,
Yeah.
gets it
Ah,
done.
fabulous.
I think
Well done
that
to the
he'll
guys.
probably be behind Jer there. So I think overall it'll be Jack, Jer, and then Sean, and then Blaine after that, I believe. But I could be wrong. That's me just guesstimating.
Guesstimate.
But we'll now be looking at Killian and Rory. So that really quick time for Jack there. Killian will be hoping that he can beat that, and he'll be hoping that Rory can't, because Killian's a point and a half behind Rory. So Killian needs to beat Rory, but he also needs somebody else in between them.
Yeah.
Which the person that could be is Jack.
Yeah.
So
Where are we
Rory
at
will be
now?
coming out here looking for a win. But Killian,
I think Rory, again, I think if Rory tries to do this too, we know he's strong and everything, but I think if he's too busy side-eyeing Killian,
yeah,
which is going to
he
happen,
needs to focus on his own game. He needs to come out here and blitz this.
all, like these are wide steps, so all it takes is a
Yeah.
misstep getting up,
Absolutely.
clip the lip.
From
It's,
either of these guys, as I said earlier, like both of them at times have looked like they've let their nerves get the best of them, but Killian's in that position where he's chasing somebody down, and you tend not to be as nervous when you're chasing somebody down because
Yeah.
the pressure's all on them to maintain it.
Okay, guys, we have first and
But
second
at the
place.
same time, Killian could come out and try and blitz this, and he could go too
and
fast
this is the other thing, yeah,
and
Killian
hit the
could
lip,
panic.
make a
I think.
mistake as well. And if he makes a mistake, how does he react to that? Where does that leave him? So it really is all to play for here.
This is going to be a serious contest. Two heavyweights going at it. So for
Here we
so.
go. It's all to play for here now, lads.
If I could say, let's get ready to rumble at one. Let's get ready to rumble. Rory.
So Jack Harkin was 30.05 seconds. That's very much the time to beat, but also the time that Killian will be hoping that gets in between him and Rory.
Oh, yeah.
We got this part. Set yourselves on my call. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Now,
Good start for both.
they're both
These
neck
first
and neck.
3 steps, they just
Yeah,
need
this
to not
kind of-
worry about the other person, because it really comes down to the last 3 steps on that last
Go, they're
implement.
neck and neck again.
Both of these
Oh,
guys
good Lord, there's-
flying though.
And
Killian taking a
down to
quick
that one.
slight lead.
Keep it composure. And up. Here we go. And Killian's going to take it.
Killian's going to take
Hands
it,
off.
but he also
There you
needs Rory to fall behind Jack,
Rory
which I
is
think he's
struggling.
gonna.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
I
would
think
say-
that Killian's got the win in the
I think
bag
he's got the
here.
win. We're up.
Rory
okay.
on to step
I still
number
don't think he's going to
8.
be quick enough. He's struggling. He's not going to get
He's
the
on
next
it,
one.
but I don't think he's going to finish it. And even if he does,
No. Again, that little bit of panic there setting in,
Yeah,
trying to get that
yeah.
last step as quick as possible. I would safely say, I think at this stage, that Killian has secured the win.
so where that leaves us is asking, can Sean Diver also leapfrog Rory? He was
Yeah, so Rory did not complete.
4.5 points behind.
Mr. Mathematician.
3.5 points behind, sorry. Sean was 3.5 points behind Rory, so he needs 4 people.
Okay.
He needs 4 points over Rory, which is 3 people between them, which I think,
Rory didn't finish,
yeah,
so I think. How many do we have finishing?
Killian, but Killian was obviously ahead of Sean as well.
Yeah.
It's not just about who finished, it's about
No,
who
but
finished ahead of
This
Sean.
was it in that time. So
Yep. So who finished behind Sean
Yeah.
essentially? So Jack and Killian, you can kind of count out because both of them we know finished
yeah.
ahead of Sean.
And
Rory
the
will be hoping
updates are
to-
just coming in, the
Yeah.
final updates.
So there we go.
Here
Killian
we go.
50.5 points. He takes the win. Rory holds on to second place, 47 points, and then Sean 45.5 points.
Yep.
Jack Harkins then on 39.5 in fourth place. J.R. Buckley on 38 in fifth place. Then we've got Alexi in 31.5, Connor in 27, Blaine in 24.5, Ben in 13, and Liam on 11.5. So an event win and an overall win there for Killian.
Fantastic.
But
result.
it wasn't easy for him. Rory made him work for it.
It wasn't, and that's it. And sometimes he said you need that one chasing you.
Yep.
That's excellent. So the lads now can all just take a breather and finally relax. And we will set up to go again.
Yep.
I think he's going to, I'm not sure, he's going to do presentations first for these guys. I think so, so they can actually just go and eat and
relax
recover.
And
enjoy, they've been a long day for them otherwise. Again, for anyone who is excellent. For anyone who is knocking around, who's watching the live stream, who may be in Galway, the weather's really good up here with food up here. The buzz is mighty. It's only out the road. Come out, show your support. We have first class 1 and class 2 of the GSP League event coming up in about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes I think. So do come out. There are some, I think there's some local lads in that one, but athletes from all around the country fighting it out for the league event 2, I think it is, for the GSP League that we run over here in Ireland. Again, run by GSP Promotions, which is Matteo Costello. About 15 minutes here anyway, but if we don't take that long a break, we'll get back and we'll talk about something. What do you want to talk about? Yeah. Oh, is it good? I think it's
It's quite interesting now, we're just waiting to finish up. It's been a great day down in Galway. What an incredible comp we've had. We're just waiting now to get ready for the next, which is going to be a novice comp. It's going to be great to show off some up and coming Irish athletes. Yeah, we've got the presentation coming up soon. It's been a absolutely battle of a day. It's been brilliant around here at the castle. It's been great scenery, great audience. I think it's safe to say legacy's definitely been held, and it's great to see, really. We're going to finish up with the commentary coming back on, but we're just now in the process of getting everything ready. If you could just bear with us as we get ready to celebrate.
Hey guys, we're going to do the podium now, so we have all the competitors, men and women, to the front here. Ross, we call it out.
Yeah, we always kick off after we finish. So once you've done awards, then we kick off. That's what happened there. There was a gap with nothing.
yeah, cool.
Yep, so we're back on,
Back in the
all
room.
good. We're just about to get the trophies handed out.
Are we back in the room? Yep, so I talked you through the shield. The guys will be called out. I'm not sure, I say probably the ladies first, I say.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
So I think we have the ladies coming out first.
Everyone's a winner today. I think you'll all agree that was quite remarkable what we witnessed today. And just before I call out the podium,
So we're getting the
we give a big
podium is ready.
round of applause to Matty Costello here, lads.
And they're getting a round of applause to Matthias.
It's been absolute. Put your hands up there, Matty.
I should get a round of applause. I've put it up with him. Do you know how difficult it is?
Yeah, we should be on.
Congratulations on that, Matty. Well done to you.
I don't care what everybody says, that guy's a dick.
Okay, so seventh place.
So here we go.
Foy.
So Sarka Foy in 7th place. The Galway
Solid
girl.
performance from Sorka,
Yeah.
relatively new to the sport, competes as a 73, took the step up today in the Opens, done awesome.
So yeah, cheers
Tirza,
in.
also pretty young, also a weight class athlete.
Yep,
Johanna coming up next, she was in
Masters
5th.
athlete.
Yep, really solid performance for Johanna, especially on the power stairs. Danielle pretty comfortably in 4th, and then we're on to the podium.
It's excellent. Massive camaraderie here for Strongman community. So Jade Harkin, formerly Jade Hoare,
Yep, 3rd place for Jade.
fantastic. I'm sure she'll be delighted with podium, but obviously would have liked to have won. But
Yep, she'll be happy with a podium spot
absolutely.
there.
From the UK,
And we have Molly Wagstaff.
2nd place for Molly.
Excellent, Molly. Well done. Congratulations.
I'm sure Molly will be delighted with that as well,
Yeah,
for travelling over. So excellent. So that's Molly in 2nd,
And in
and
1st
then
place, your winner, and an absolute warrior, Becca Warger.
and yeah, well deserved. Absolutely smashed it. With 5 event wins.
6 event wins.
6.
for
Oh, I will
Becca,
remember how
yep.
many events we had. 6.
Yep, clean sweep, very, very solid performance, showing that she's
Yeah. And absolutely,
back and at her
absolutely,
best straight
and
away as soon as coming back for
she's
NBA.
ready for business when she gets back in.
She's an absolute savage,
fantastic.
a very worthy winner.
Well done. Well done, ladies. Next up, we have the men. In 10th place,
And so now we have the men's podium coming out.
Liam Shields.
So Liam Shields from Carndunna Pure Grit Gym, world's strongest firefighter.
In 9th place, we have Ben Zachary.
So Ben Zachary from the UK again.
Yep, coming over for England. Both of these guys under 90 athletes traditionally, so very, very well done taking the step up.
And Blaine the Crane, Oglina Aaron,
Yep.
one of our Irish soldier.
In 7th place, and an outstanding debut, Connor Kenny, ladies and gentlemen.
And Connor Kenny, our ex-rugby player with the Newcastle Falcons. And
Feel sorry if you're standing on that podium, but you're behind Blaine.
In 6th place, we have the Ukrainian destroyer, Alex, ladies and gentlemen.
Some really solid performances
And our,
for these guys as well. Connor was awesome. He
gentle
looks-
giant Alex
Yeah.
C. Trains there with GSP Gym with us.
Hercules,
Hercules,
top 5. I think
Brittany Bitch,
In 4th
Buckley.
place,
top 5 finish for Jer, but I think he'll be disappointed with that.
I think he
was
will be
coming here looking
disappointed. Yeah, he
for the
came in.
podium spot.
Yeah, he really did.
And he's been on fire, but
He
that's
has,
Strongman. You can't.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it
in
just
4th
doesn't go
place,
your
we
way.
have, and then for the podium,
I'd say Jack is relatively happy with his
Yeah, I don't think
first.
he was
He's
too many
bit back,
expectations
yeah.
coming in. He's just looking to see how
Yeah.
he performs at this new body weight. So, and he'll take that and he'll build on it. And then Sean
Absolutely.
on the podium.
He gave him a good taster of where he's at. Action man. Unfortunately, Team Hansen
Yeah,
were not on the
he
podium.
got broke up.
One of my favourites there, Rory.
Yeah, absolutely savage performance from Rory.
Smashing it, like, all
23
day.
years old,
Like,
natty.
it's
Really,
just
really pushed Killian hard. like-
literally.
And
And he's just a lovely lad.
Yeah. The fact that he can, put on performances like that and he can't even grow a beard yet is ridiculous.
And
But
Keelan,
solid.
the
Yep.
biggest head in Ireland.
Yeah,
Literally the biggest head in Ireland.
yeah. We're not calling. Just to be clarified, we're not calling Killian big headed.
No, he just has got a big
very
head.
big head.
We could say God bless his mother.
Yeah,
Yeah, like as you know, he trains out of GSP Gym there with us. Known him since he was a small fella.
Yep.
And walked into the gym at 19 years of age and said he wanted to be Ireland's strongest man, and
Here he is.
There
Two
he is.
times Ireland's strongest man, and now the winner.
I remember he had no belt, his belt broke, and I gave him my SBD one, and I said, you have to win Ireland's strongest man if you have this belt, and he's done it twice.
Yeah,
So
fair enough. You can take it back off him now.
I took it ages to we got sponsored by Cerberus. Give it back.
Solid performance for Killian.
Awesome. I know this will mean a huge amount to Killian. Probably more than anything else this year. It's a massive, massive thing.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Cool. So that's us.
Okay.
There will be another live stream coming on for the Class 1 and Class 2s, but
Yes, we are
that's
going
us
to,
for now.
Yeah, we're going to call it a draw.
I would say
you
a
might
job,
see us,
job
you might
well
not.
done from us.
I think we did a bloody great
Well
job, man. We were super professional.
Yeah, very professional,
Yeah.
but as soon as that goes off,
Oh yeah,
I've got some
God
stuff
help
to
us.
say
We'll have
to
to have it recorded somewhere else.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay,
Thanks
class.
for tuning in.
Thanks a
Thank
million
you.
for the support.